Alright, to start this video, let me just give a disclaimer. I am in the 10th grade. In no way am I a scientist by any means. These are just simple facts I know to be true, and if you really wanted to, you could go to Google and it would tell you the exact same thing with multiple different sources telling you the exact same thing. Let me start this video off with a question. Is it true that even at the smallest level, atoms have a gravitational pull? Yes. Any and all matter that exists within the universe has its own gravitational pull, including you. Yes, you, a human, you have your own gravitational pull, just like the Earth does. Yours is just way weaker than the Earth's. In fact, any two things of matter have their own gravitational pull. Meaning, you could take an orange and an apple, and yes, technically between those two items, there's a gravitational pull. It is just not good enough for anything to actually happen. Alright, now let's take this fact. Anything with matter, which is everything that exists, has gravity. Now, big planets in the Milky Way galaxy and outside of the Milky Way galaxy, as in the rest of the universe, all have gravity. This gravity goes towards the center of the planet. Thus, planets are spherical. Now, let's look at this from the perspective that the Earth is flat. The gravity would not be going towards the center of the Earth where the most mass would be, thus making the Earth not a sphere. So, where would the gravity be coming from in this situation? Gravity for a flat Earth would be coming from the middle of the disk, not at the bottom or anything, as in like the literal middle of the disk. That's where the gravity would be coming from. Alright, now we take this fact that we just learned, and now let's say we added water. All the gravity is pulling in towards the middle of the planet. Meaning, if you added water, all of the water and its combined mass would pull towards the center of the planet, effectively drowning everything and drying up the areas on the border of the planet. This just simply would not work. Now, let's say you try to make this work. Remove gravity. Now everything starts floating, including the water on the planet. Everything goes up, you try to put gravity back, and then there's a problem. Normal gravity means the Earth immediately turns into a sphere, everything collapses in on itself, and the diagram you're trying to present no longer works. The Earth is no longer flat in a molten sphere floating around the sun. Now that we have all of that evidence, it is time for some historical evidence. Back in 240 BCE, a scientist and mathematician named Eratosthenes roughly measured the circumference of the Earth by putting sticks in the ground and measuring the shadows in which the sticks created. I'd like to present that in fact his measurement was so accurate that it was less than 2% wrong at the time that he measured it. Literally 2% less than the current measurement we have right now, which is proven to be correct. My final case. The animation you just watched while I was explaining Eratosthenes and what he did with the two sticks in the ground was an animation of what it would look like if the Earth was actually flat and how day and night would work. Now, seeing as the sun is very bright, that just first of all would not work, and second of all, the Earth and the sun and the moon do not revolve around each other like that whatsoever, and it doesn't even take a Google search to know that. So, I present that as my final piece of evidence, and I don't need any more than that. Thank you. Have a nice day.